from Morrow Energy, and today I'm going to show you how to set up the GPS device for the new GPS edition of the program. So as you'll know, I've sent out 2 of these boxes to every plant, and what it contains is a GPS receiver and a CD that contains a driver to configure the receiver. So the contents of the box should have this little CD and this GPS, and it looks like a hockey puck. So what you're going to do is take this guy and it's magnetic, and you can just add this guy to the top of your buggy, and then on the FieldTech laptops, just plug this USB in, and then I'm going to skip over to my desktop and show you how to download the driver and what to do after that. Okay guys, so I just put in my CD into my computer. So now I'm going to go to the File Explorer and click on DVD RW drive. And then you're going to right click this guy, USB GPS receiver, driver and GNSS. Right click him and then run it as an administrator. You're going to want to hit yes. Yes, we speak English. Next, I agree. We want the drivers, yep. Yes. And this can be checked or unchecked. If it's checked, it's just going to launch the standard GPS program that comes with the GPS. But we don't want that, so I'm going to uncheck it and hit finish. And then we're going to exit out of this, and then I'm going to show you how to use the new program. Okay guys, so here we are at the main screen. I skipped over the part where I selected my Wellfield file, but I'm going to be using Blue Ridge's Wellfield file. But here we are at the new main screen. You'll notice that there's a new login button. So what I'm going to do, actually I'm just going to show you, you can't do any data entry unless you're logged in. So it's going to tell you to sign in. Likewise, this is the new addition to the Edit Wells button, is the Manage Well Location button. If you try to click on that without logging in, it won't let you. So what we're going to do is go ahead and log in. So now we're going to log in, and we'll do Jesus Casares, and we'll use his password. Perfect. So as you can see, we are logged in now, and I'll be showing you the next part of the program. So the next step is to go to the Manage Well Location button. So we'll click on that, and you'll notice we have our GPS coordinates being streamed right here, and then you'll notice the well names, latitudes, and longitudes. So this is the screen where you're going to initially set the latitude and longitude of all your wells. So there's 2 ways to do this. You can either do it all at once and set aside a day to do all this, or you can add these well locations as you're doing your regular data entry. So to add a well, or to add a coordinate to a well, all you're going to have to do is right click it and then click Add Coordinates. Alright. Now, just for the sake of showing you guys, I'm going to save and close it. Okay, and now I'm going to go to Data Entry, and I'm going to show you the new features there. So you'll notice that we got rid of the drop-down box on the data entry for the well name, and instead you're going to be using this Get Location button. So what is happening when you click on Get Location is it's going to take your latitude and longitude right here, and it's going to compare it to the latitude and longitude of the wells that you've set in your Manage Well location. So we're going to do that right now, is Get Location. And so you'll notice it pulled in our well that we set earlier, which is great. So this is typically what you're going to do. And in case, for whatever reason, it doesn't pick up the well, you're going to have to do an override button. And regular field techs aren't allowed to override the well location. The manager has to override it. If you do try, it's going to say you are not authorized to override wells. Please have a supervisor log in to overwrite the well's location. But we'll get into that in a second. For now, I just want to show you the GPS part. So let's go back in. So let's say we have two wells right next to each other. I just redid these real quick. So they had near identical coordinates, but it doesn't matter if the wells are next to each other. Just put the GPS puck on each well and go ahead and click the add coordinates button as you normally would. But I just did this for the sake of showing you guys. So let's just assume these wells were right next to each other. They pulled like almost identical coordinates. So we'll hit save close. And as long as these wells are with 100 feet of you, whenever you hit the get location button, then they will pop up in a list. So I just want to show you guys that real quick. So we'll hit get location and see, now you select them from a list. And let's say I'm at BLRG BS10UA. We'll select that guy and tune that well as we normally would. Okay, so I've shown you what happens if it detects if you're within the radius of one well, and I've shown you what happens if it detects you within the radius of multiple wells. Let's say it doesn't detect any well at all. What's going to happen is a little message box will appear saying, please move closer to well, at which point you can move closer to the well and try the get location button again. Or if for whatever reason it's not working, you can use the override button. But the override button is only to be used by field tech supervisors and area managers. So if you try to override it and you're not either of those, you're going to have to get your supervisor or area manager to come and sign in. And so I know Andrew Braden is one, so let's sign in as him. So now you can see we are signed in as Andrew Braden. So we're going to click on data entry. And now that we're logged in as a supervisor, we are free to use the override button. So the override button works exactly how the old data entry dropdown used to work. So you just click on the well and proceed like normal. So that is how the override button works. And then if we go back to edit wells and manage well location, we are able to overwrite coordinates now that we are signed in as a supervisor. We can add and overwrite. So that is the gist of the new additions. Basically, the big things is just to recap, is just to mark all your locations in this sheet, put the GPS puck on top of the well, and add the well. And then you're going to save and close that. And so once all those are in, then the other additions are to the get location and the override button on the data entry spot. And of course the login is new too. But I think that is about it. So as always, if you guys have any problems, feel free to contact me by email, text, calling me. We really want this program to do well. So good luck out there, guys, and thanks for watching.